no better tree in the woods to be sitting in than this one right here.
This tree is a producer, that's for sure.
See, yearling bucks, mature bucks, yearling does, mature does.
Documenting your moment.
Oh, you just jinxed me.
So, tell me about your experience. What did you just see? What time?
Oh, around 6:40 this morning. Well, I got in about 45 minutes before legal, and my plans were to go to the far end of the property, but it's wicked crunchy. I knew if I walked through the property, I was going to spook everything that was hoping to come from the center of the property, so I ended up sitting here, and it was perfect wind for it. Just hadn't dedicated much time to the far end, so I decided to sit here, and I think hopefully it paid off. Find out in a few minutes. Around 6:40, I looked over my right shoulder and didn't even see antler, I saw a body, and literally out loud by myself out here, I was just like, it's him. It was kind of funny. And yeah, he was about 50 yards away, 15 yards into the brush, and I was just kind of, based on the way he was moving, I got my scope lined up with an opening in the woods and told myself to, you know, wait. If the shot will present itself, that's a little better, but this is your best shot. If he doesn't, and I knew he was downwind, he was circling around trying to catch wind of what was over here after I made a few calls, and he turned his back and took 2 steps away, and then stopped and turned broadside and put his shoulder exactly where I was hoping that he would stop.
Holy crap. Wow. Connor!
Right where I aimed.
Connor's first big deer.
It was gut that was coming out, Rachel.
Alright, Connor, how happy are you?
Oh, well, you said you were on cloud 9 last year, I think. Oh, I've passed up on so many young deer for this exact opportunity. Oh my gosh. My only complaint is that I gotta wait till next year to do it again. I'm a firm believer of getting them in a nice position for a nice photograph.
Talk to me about the tracking.
Oh gosh. Well, I don't really like to get ahead of myself. I definitely lost some critters. Lost a caribou in Alaska getting ahead of myself, and last year I shot at a deer and hit a tree and felt pretty comfortable that I missed, but we didn't find blood for the first 20 or so yards, and then it opened up for a little while and we started seeing some white popping out and couldn't quite figure out what that was. And I think ultimately it was fat. And entrance holes here, followed through his cavity. I mean, he gave me just like a textbook broadside shot, and apparently he was turned a little bit more like J-shaped based on the way the trajectory went. So it came out his back left. I mean, he death ran for probably 150 yards, and here he lays, just massive. Just look at the mass on this guy. Like, God. One of the coolest things about the deer around here, as you can see, he's got 4 on his right and 5 on his left. So this is G1, G2, G3, G4. This is the main beam. G4s for our small woodlot buck genetics are always on the left side. Every deer. Just really goes to show that these deer, once they reach this maturity, they pass on their genetics for another deer to reach maturity. It's really cool to see. Rachel's deer last year, same deal. 5 points on the left, 4 points on the right. Our neighbor Howie shot a deer maybe 200 yards due south of us right now, 2 years ago. 9-pointer. 5 points on the left, 4 points on the right.
Wow, you couldn't have.
Beautiful
We
fall
couldn't.
morning.
I know. We couldn't have a more beautiful morning. He died right on the property line too. That's convenient.
Can't
All right, let's get a couple photos and we'll drag them out.